Two.
What up, what up, what up? Want to welcome everybody back for another week of Football Fan Talk. I'm your humble host, Big G.
It's your boy, Raider Mike.
And the young architect back at it again, man.
Back at it again. And once again, the young architect took us down last week with the record of 11-5. Boys on fire this year, man. What can I say? I was 10-6. Raider Mike was 9-7. Against the spread, the architect was 2-1-1. Raider Mike 2-2, and I was 1-3. So architect got us again, man. The crowns is a wrap. The records is a wrap. There's no way we can catch him. You know, you did your thing,
hey,
but
man.
we're not gonna crown you too soon, though. Gotta wait till the end of the year.
You know, it's all
but
good.
You're doing your thing, man. You're doing your thing, man. Crown after crown, you know.
I started off hot this year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, coming off another. We had a good week of football last week, man.
Most definitely.
You know, overall, you know, my boys lost, but you know, you guys team won, Raven won, you know, they had a good time. So to recap last week's games, we started off. Architect, as usual, give us what you got.
Shout out to Amari Cooper, man. Hell of a game. I believe he had 256 receiving.
265.
265. There you go. You know, I believe he broke the Browns record. He broke Josh Gordon's record for most receiving yards in the game. So kudos to him. You know, him and Joe Flacco looked unstoppable out there. Good on him. I think Miami and Dallas both need to get it together. You know, for two teams at the beginning of the year, we were talking about these teams potentially both making, you know, their conference championships. But now, if you're looking at it, it's kind of slowed down a bit. Maybe I think, at least for Miami, I think they'll be a first round exit. I think Dallas, as of right now, I don't know. I don't know.
Say it.
I think it's gonna be another year of Dallas fans being disappointed. I'll leave it at that. Detroit. I've been on them for since we started this show. I've been saying they're going to be on the come up.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, I said Detroit's going to be a team to watch out for, and gradually each year since they've hired Dan Campbell, they've gotten better and better, and they've clinched their division for the first time since 1993, and that is back when it was the NFC Central, I believe. It wasn't even the North, you know. So shout out to Detroit for them doing that. You know, it looks like Jake Browning's magic didn't worn off a bit. The Bengals out there only putting up 11 points. Not great. And you know, lastly, I want to touch on my team, the Raiders. Made Patrick Mahomes look regular out there. You know what I'm saying? Made Pat Mahomes he didn't look too great. That I like the way the Raiders defense is playing right now. Clearly, in my opinion, Aiden O'Connell is not the guy. I mean, he didn't complete a pass after the first or second quarter.
After the second quarter. That's pitiful.
Yeah, 9 for 21 for 64 yards. That's that. Granted, yeah, the defense played great, but that's not going to cut it. AP deserves that job, in my opinion. I'm officially a believer now. That team is 4-3 under him. The defense has looked better and better. I say you get that man a nice offensive coordinator and a quarterback, and you give that man that job. I feel like he has deserved it. And I think that's it for me this week, man.
Short and sweet, huh?
Yeah, I think that's it for me this week.
Okay. Raider Mike, what's your takeaway from last week's game?
Well, let's see. We're going to start with the 49ers and the Ravens. I know I picked the 49ers, and I was going to pick the Ravens, but they was 49ers at home, and you know they look so good, and they look unbeatable for a while, and then it just took a mobile quarterback. They don't do fare well against mobile quarterbacks, and that's just how it is. I've seen any mobile quarterback that can throw and run. The 49ers have a very difficult time stopping that team. And and this was a game where they turned it over 4 times, 4 picks, and then Darnold threw the 5th pick. So, the Ravens defense looked good. Their offense looked good. Lamar Jackson was slinging it from the pocket good, and he can get out and get his little 60-some yards rushing. They just had a complete game but John Harbaugh, what is his record? His record is damn near probably undefeated against the 49ers. I don't think he ever lost to the 49ers. Honest to God, I don't remember him losing to the 49ers. So
I can think of a time.
I don't think he's ever lost. I don't think he's ever lost to the 49ers. Apparently, he got their number. He know how to beat the 49ers. So big shout out to the Ravens and Lamar Jackson for doing his thing. He can throw it in the pocket or he can get out the pocket. I mean, he ain't got nothing to prove. But stay off that man's back. That's what I say. Stay off of his back. Leave him alone. He needs to play the game the way he plays it best, mixing it up. So, and then also, let me see what else other game I watched. I watched the Raiders game. That's the best defense the Raiders played in 20 years. Bottom line, Patrick Mahomes looked like a deer in the headlights. He was running his ass for his damn life. He was lucky he didn't get sacked 10 times that game, but we was on his ass. They was on his ass. And I agree with Architect that he has earned that job after winning that game with no touchdowns from the quarterback, throwing 9 completions. Are you kidding me? For 64 yards and the defense scoring 2 touchdowns? You got to hire this guy. It's no way that he does not get this damn job. And Mark Davis, if you're listening, don't be an idiot like you was last year. I mean, the other year before when you did Versace, you should have kept the continuity going where it was moving forward. You got that idiot McDaniels, and you see what happened. We could have been playoff caliber. We could win in this division right now if it wasn't for you. So anyway, that's my take on it. I really I enjoyed that. I enjoyed both of those games, but I really enjoyed that Ravens game too because even though I didn't pick them, but I was impressed. I was like, damn, they made the 49ers look kind of regular. I mean, the quarterback looked scared. I mean, he was throwing them picks. So it was a pick party. So I don't know. I mean, that's my take on it. And like I said, Detroit, I mean, they earned my respect. I mean, I gotta give Detroit
Okay.
Give them some respect. They look pretty damn good. I mean, 30 years they haven't won a division, and they just got it this year. Hey, my hat's off to them. And Dan Campbell, I just thought the Soup Campbell was just doing that Jedi mind trick, but it's working. They didn't got the force. So yeah. But anyway, that's it.
All right. Well, I want to start mine off because I did pick the Ravens last week because I told you what happens to bullies. Bullies hate bullies, man. Bullies like to pick on a little guy, punch him around, poke him in the chest, and be like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But when you meet another bully, nice little toast for you.
They did. Well, I ain't got nothing to toast. I have water. So.
I'll sip on your little water.
Just came from the gym,
Woo! Mark,
came from the gym.
Nah, but on the real, man. I just know, like we were talking about last week, I said, like, Harbaugh, he will not get out-coached. When you watch Niners games, they out-scheme teams, including us, Cowboys. What they do to out-scheme us, they just run the ball up our gut. And they freaking take it to us. They punch us in the face and keep punching, man, until we say uncle. We did, man. This year, they whooped our butt. And then with the Ravens, you can't do that to them. That whole, we're going to come at you. All right, run at us, man. You can't do it. You know what I mean? Try all your little gadget tricks. We're going to line up and go in our basic coverages, and we're going to beat you.
Oh, I just wish they would wrap up.
Yeah. And they was laying some hot licks, but they weren't wrapping up.
Yeah.
But a couple of them little missile shots, that was just like, hey, I'm just letting you know we're here. You know what I'm saying? And they were completely in control of the game at all times. So not wrapping up, that didn't necessarily hurt them.
Right.
But if you're in a close game, that could be crucial down the line. But kudos to them, man. They punched the Niners in the mouth, and then there's no more bang, bang, not a gang. You know what I'm saying? No more of that. Brock Purdy for MVP. He blew that 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
You're not getting it. Although I think McCaffrey may still get it because I don't think they want to give it to Lamar again. But
They're gonna have to shit.
We'll see, man. Don't
in
say
my
that.
opinion, he's MVP. I don't look.
You know how this shit works.
Yeah, I know how it works, but he's gonna be like James
if they're
Brown.
Gonna give it to anybody, if they're gonna give it to anybody that's not a quarterback, they need to give it to Tyreek. I don't care.
We'll see if he can get that 2,000.
If he can get 2,000, yeah.
If he going well, he got 2 games and did it.
And then moving right along, man. I think New England Patriots sealed freaking Russell Wilson's fate. They sent that man to the bench. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Jared Stidham started the next 2 games. And, of course, part of that is contract situation to where Peyton don't want Russell as a quarterback anyway. But if Russell got hurt, and they would owe him $38 million for next year if he gets hurt within these next 2 games. And they're like, oh, we're going to sit your ass over there so we don't have to pay you that money. So, I think the Patriots did the Broncos a favor by beating them because now it gives them an excuse to put Russell on the bench. Yeah, and that's that. Then the Dolphins did to us what we did to the Eagles. Basically, we had to prove that we could beat a winning team at home or on the road or whatever. And we beat the Eagles at home, so we finally beat the Seahawks, but the Eagles was a more convincing team. And then, Miami, they hadn't beat a team with a winning record all year. So we came in there, they beat us solidly. I don't like the way we played. We're a team. We're a good team. We're not great. We're not over the hump. We still haven't got that victory to me yet that says we're here and we're contenders. Even if they beat the Lions this upcoming week, to me, that doesn't say much because it's another home game. But it'll be something because the Lions, they want to win for positioning. Yep. If the Lions win out, I think if the Niners lose, I think they'll get the number 1 seed. So, the Lions will be playing for something. So it will be a good victory if we beat them. But yet and still, that's another thing. But then the Dolphins, this week we're going to see. They got to prove themselves again. They play them Ravens this week. So,
and Lamar loves playing at home. That's his home. Yeah. Let's be real.
So other than that, your boy Baker, he's still Baker making a believer out of me, man.
I tell you, he done found a home down there in Tampa, man.
Baker keep on throwing up them W's, man. So good for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that man found him a little spot. And the Bucks, they're a tier below us. They're semi-solid. So, hey, I think the way it's going to work out is the Cowboys will probably wind up having to go there to play a playoff game. And then just like we went there, we beat Tom that one year. I think we can go there and beat Baker too. But, that's the thing that will not impress me. And finally for me, a sleeper. Well, there's two sleepers real quick. One is the Cleveland Browns, man. They got that fighting chance because they got that number 1 defense. And Flacco, he'll sling that thing around, man. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. He'll sling it. So they got a good running game. So they got all the ingredients. You don't count them out. They might have something to say about who go to the Super Bowl in the AFC. And then finally, for me, another team sneaking in that back door, man. The Rams. Don't look now.
Matt Stafford still got it.
Yeah, they willing and dealing. They don't won about 3 or 4 in a row, and I think they lost 1 game recently, but it was to a good team. They lost to the Ravens in Baltimore, but they gave them all they could handle. They was right there with their ass. So, got some hot teams coming down the stretch, man, and some cold ones, but we're going to see how it all goes. Now, let's get to this week's slate. Moving right along, we got our first game. We got the 6-9 Jets going to the aforementioned 10-5 Browns. The Browns favored by 7.5. The Browns are 7-1 at home this year, and 7-1 at home against the spread this year. Jeez. Jets have a number 32 defense, number 32 offense, number 3 defense, and they're 4-6 in their last 10. Browns, number 1 defense, number 13 offense, 7-3 in the last 10. And the Jets have won the last 2 meetings between these two teams. So, Raider Mike, man, get us started off this week. Who do you like?
It won't be number 3. 2 is 2, not 3. I'm going to go down sideways through the town with them Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Browns. I mean, I think in the spread, I'll take this. Well, what's the spread on that?
Minus 7.5.
Will they win by that much? They should. Yeah, I'll take that. I think they could win by that. I don't think the Jets. I mean, they don't have much. They ain't going.
Okay, so you're taking the spread.
Jet lagged.
All right, Architect.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns too, man. That number 1 defense going against whoever they got back there at quarterback.
Zach Wilson gonna play this week. They're
gonna put a little pressure on him. So I think the Jets gonna get ran out the building, man.
Are you taking the spread too, then?
No, I'm not taking the spread.
And getting ran that much out the building, huh?
Yeah, no, because they still got to deal with the Jets defense and Joe Flacco. He kind of old. He playing well, but he old. So
yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm gonna take the Browns too. I think they win. They may cover. I'm not sure because Zach Wilson against the number 1 defense. Shit,
they gonna cover. Trust me, with him quarterbacking, they cover. Simeon quarterbacking, they cover.
It might be hard. Yeah, no. All right, next up. Got the 8-7 Rams, minus 4.5 versus the 5-10 Giants. The Rams come in with the number 7 offense, number 18 defense. The Giants with the number 18 defense and number 31 offense. The Rams are 6-4 in the last 10, and they won 5 of the last 6. The Giants are 4-6 in the last 10, and they lost their last 2 after winning their previous 3 games before that. And the Rams have won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. So, Architect, who do you like, man?
I'm taking the Rams, man. Like you just said, the Rams are a sleeper over here. They're playing a lackluster Giants team. I believe they just benched DeVito last game.
You don't think Tyrod actually give him a better chance to win, though, man?
I was going to say, I don't think Tyrod is, giving them much of anything. So that defense is pretty much in shambles. What's the coach name? Daboll. He gonna be on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with the Rams, man. They look like they got something cooking.
All right. I'll go next, man. I'm gonna take the Rams too. Like I said, they are one of the hotter teams in the league. 4.5 seems a bit much for me to take them against the spread, though. But he's Tyrod. Yeah, every now and then he'll have a little spark, but you gotta just hope he don't get punctured in the chest with no needles before the game. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the Chargers.
They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose.
Man, you know what? Nah, I'll hold off. Because we can always, this is one thing, we can always go back and say if we want to take somebody against the spread.
For sure.
Or whatever. So, Raider Mike, who you like, man?
I'm going to take the Rams, and I'll take the spread on that one because I'm sure they're going to cover against the Giants. Giants not too good.
Raider Mike coming in hot back to
back. They coming in hot.
Well, I just don't. No, they're not.
The Giants are a bad team.
They thought this was going to rub off, and it's.
He said, "You're breaking my heart."
Yeah.
I just sprinkling with pixie dust.
You're breaking my heart.
Man, next up, we got the 3-12 Cardinals versus the 11-4 Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 10.5. The Eagles are 6-1 at home, and the Cardinals are 1-7 on the road this year. The Cardinals have the number 24 offense, number 27 defense. They're 2-8 in their last 10, and they lost their last 2 games. Eagles, number 20 defense, number 8 offense, 6-4 in the last 10. They come off a lackluster win against the Giants last week, 33-25. Eagles won last year between these two teams, 20-17. I'll go first on this one, and I'm going to take the Eagles, man. I don't think this will be too hard of a task. 10.5 points is a lot of points, so I'm not going to take the spread, but the Eagles should win this game, man. This should be a no-brainer, but the Cardinals beat the Cowboys. Who knows what the hell? It was in Arizona, though. But We'll see. Architect, who you like?
Man, this crazy to think that this Eagles team had 70 sacks last year. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
To be what, the 20th ranked defense now? That's tough. I'm gonna take the Eagles still, though. You know, they should handle business. 10.5 points is a lot, but no, I'm not gonna take the points. Never mind. I ain't gonna touch that.
They ain't gonna win by that.
Yeah, that's going.
Okay. Raider Mike.
I'm gonna fly like an eagle. I'm gonna take them Eagles
to the sea.
I ain't taking the points.
All right. So next up, we have the 7-8 Saints versus the 8-7 Bucks. Bucks favored by 2.5. Saints number 14 offense, number 14 defense, 4-6 in the last 10. They had won the last 2 in a row before they lost last week to the Rams, 30-22. Bucks number 24 defense, number 23 offense, 5-5 in the last 10. And the Bucks have won the last 4 games. And the Bucks have won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. Raider Mike, who you like?
Yeah, they have been having a number, but I'm gonna go with the Saints this week. Take the Saints. I don't think they can win 5 in a row.
What's your reasoning? What's your reasoning for that?
Because they ain't winning 5 in a row. They ain't that good.
Ooh,
they're not. Ooh. That division is weak. That division is
terrible.
Terrible.
Trash.
Horrible. Atlanta Falcons, I thought was gonna walk away with it. I mean, I thought the Saints was gonna walk away with it, and they can't even do it. They're gonna do it Sunday. They're gonna walk away with that W Sunday. I'll take the Saints.
Okay, Architect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one, man. Before they won last week, it was a 3-way tie for first place between the Bucks, Falcons, and the Saints. And I just think right now, to me, the Bucks have the better team. I like the way Baker's been playing. I'm gonna roll with Tampa Bay on this one, man.
Okay. Well, same for me. I'm rolling with the Bucks, man, and I'll take them minus that 2.5 because I think they cover the spread. I mean, shit, man. Like I said, they won 4 in a row. They didn't beat no slouches. They beat Jacksonville, although Jacksonville's struggling a little bit right now. They beat the Packers. That's nothing to sneeze at. They're decent. Falcons, you never know what the hell team you're going to get with them, but they did beat them. And then they beat the Panthers, but the Panthers, the Panthers are the Panthers. So but
stops here.
I just think they're better. I don't trust the Saints for shit. I don't trust Derek Carr for nothing. Derek Carr on the road.
Hey, low key, Derek Carr looked worse in the Saints jersey than he did in the Raiders jersey. So
yeah, man. I'm saying, man, he did not look good, man. I don't trust him. I never trusted him.
They're called the Buck Stops Here Sunday.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna call that. I call that the Buck Stops Here Sunday. Just take that. Take that.
All right. So next up, we got the unpredictable ass 7-8 Falcons versus the 6-9 Bears. Bears favored by 3 points. Falcons have the number 16 offense, number 9 defense, 4-6 in their last 10, and they come off a victory over the Colts, 29-10. The Bears are the number 12 defense, number 20 offense, 5-5 in their last 10, and they beat the Cardinals 27-16 in their last game. Falcons won last year between these two teams, 27-24. Excuse me. So, Architect, who you liking this one, man?
I like Chicago in this one, man. Like you said, you never know which Atlanta team you're going to get. And I feel like Atlanta plays better at home than they do on the road. I give Justin Fields his credit for, with all the criticism that's been around him this year and this season, he's been playing fairly well when healthy. And that defense, they made the right moves as far as making that trade for Montez Sweat. Yeah, man, I'm going to go with Chicago at home on this one.
Okay, I like that. Ready, Mike?
Well, I have to second that. I'm leaning on the Bears. The Bears in the woods. So they gonna shit on the Falcons in the woods.
And you know what? I'll take the points on that one as well.
Okay.
What is the point spread on that though?
Anyway.
3. Oh shit, they can win by a field goal. I'll take that one. I'll take some of that and bite the medicine too. They can win by 3. Damn it.
I think we're going clean sweep on that one. You know what I'm saying?
That's just how I feel. Atlanta is just way too unpredictable. I didn't pick the Bastards last week and they won. Shit.
Yeah, so I'm saying every time I pick them, the opposite happens. So
that's what I'm saying. They have not won every time. When I pick them, they don't win.
Yeah, so like Richard Pryor said, Bells shit in the woods. I'm going with the Bells. But you know, if they only win by 3, that's a push. That's why if it was 2.5, I'll take the Bears. But
yeah,
I think they probably win by a field goal. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like what Justin Fields.
I'll take them though, dog. Next up, we have the 2-13 Panthers taking on the 8-7 Jags. Jags favored by 6.5. It's in Jacksonville, and the Panthers are 0-8 on the road this year. Panthers come in with the number 30 offense, number 5 defense, 2-8 in the last 10. They lost to the Packers 33-30 last week. Jags, number 25 defense, number 12 offense, 5-5 in their last 10. They lost their last 4 in the row. And the Panthers have won the last 3 meetings between these two teams. I'll go first on this one. I don't give a damn if they won the last 3 games. The Jags need this game. You know what I'm saying? Prince Charming is playing, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah. I gotta go with the Jags, man. Jags need this win. 6.5 is a lot of points for a freaking team that lost 4 in a row. So I ain't touching that. But I like the Jags to get the victory. What do you like, Raider Mike?
Well, the Jags a walkover, and they gonna limp. I'll say the Panthers a walkover, but they limping back. It ain't gonna be no easy win though, nigga. That's for damn sure. But I'm gonna take the Jags. I'm gonna take I gotta go with Prince Charming. I gotta go with them. I mean, he gonna have to walk up in there and like he just don't care. He got to step up in that motherfucker, waving, swinging his hair. He gonna have to. He got all them shampoo commercials.
It's him and Troy Polamalu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Architect. Who you like, man?
Man, I like the Jags in this one. You know what I'm saying? Even if Trevor Lawrence didn't play, I'd take the Jags. Don't get me wrong. I know Carolina. I've seen them put up points against the likes of Seattle and other teams that were pretty good. But like you said, the Jags need this. They need this. And
they have to have this.
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't want to be the team to lose to Carolina. Like I just wouldn't, and especially not at this stage. I'm fighting for a playoff spot and I lose. I think Doug Peterson.
They keep trying to anoint you as the next guy too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Fight for the division. Shit,
if I'm Trevor Lawrence and I play that game, yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
We're gonna see.
Bad for Bryce though. He just got a garbage ass offense, garbage ass line. It's horrible.
Man, I feel bad for Bryce. I do.
I feel bad. He getting
the garbage ass coach too.
That too. He getting beat like a human pinata in the pocket.
Man, let me not say Frank Reich's a garbage ass coach, but
no, Frank Reich wasn't. I don't.
Something was missing there between management and the coaches and stuff.
They're definitely at a discourse.
He's just in a bad situation. But next up, we have the Architects Stay Woke Game of the Week. The 11-4 Dolphins taking on the 12-3 Ravens. Ravens favored by 3.5. The Ravens are 5-2 at home this year, and the Dolphins are 4-2 on the road this year. Dolphins come in with the number 1 offense, but surprisingly, the number 4 defense. 7-3 in the last 10, 1-5 of their last 6. Ravens, number 6 defense, number 5 offense, 9-1 in their last 10, won 5 games in a row. But the Dolphins have won the last 2 meetings between these two teams. Architect, break it down, Sweet Dick Willie, break it down.
Let me get at it. Let me get at it like this. Lamar Jackson, he actually does have a 1-2 record against Miami, which kind of sucks. But it reminded me of his I believe his MVP year, man. That was the first game he played in Miami. The man had 5 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. And then in the next 2 games over the course of that time, he threw a combined 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. But what I'm looking at this year is that defense. that defense that is really, really good. I mean, what you said, they're number 2. I think they're number 2 defense, correct?
Who?
The Ravens.
Number 5.
Number
Number
5.
6. Number 6.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. After that performance I just seen against the Niners, I think they should be right there with the Browns for up there for defense. And Lamar Jackson, they gave him, obviously he doesn't have the big names. The biggest name being Odell, I guess, but Odell is not what he once was. They gave him some weapons outside of a run kick, and I love that. It shows you this year Lamar's poise. He very much can be a pocket passer. He's smarter quarterback as far as he doesn't use his legs just to run around. He uses his legs to extend the pocket, extend plays, versus just feeling like he has to break down and take off running. I think this is going to be a testament to that defense because, yes, you still have to worry about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You still have to worry about Raheem Mostert and Devin Achane. But I think, you put that pressure on Tua, he's going to be one of those guys. He can be a little frantic in the quarterback if he's pressured a lot, and that's what the Ravens are good at doing. Obviously, I think Miami's going to game plan well. I like McDaniel as a head coach. He schemes up his offense very well. But the Ravens at home, man, that's going to be a tough task. That's going to be a very tough task. Saying that Miami's only beat, one team with a winning record, and that being the Cowboys, and they only beat them by 2, this is going to be very rough. It's cold up there in Baltimore. Miami don't get cold, man. Miami don't get cold. So I think this is going to be something. But on the flip side of Miami, I think to a certain extent they're going to try and force feed Tyreek the ball a little bit because they want him to get that record. So I think that's going to be a focal point as far as the Ravens defense as well. But these two teams, I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a really good game. But I'm going to take Baltimore on this one. Top to bottom, I think they're the better team, especially on the defensive side. I like the quarterback more. Lamar versus Tua. I'm taking Lamar every time. I don't care who you are. You can fight me about it. And I'm going to take the points. I think the Ravens, they don't dominate. I don't think the Ravens dominate like they did against the Niners, but I think they do enough to where it'll convince everybody that Lamar Jackson is the MVP of this league.
Well said, young man. Well said. Brady Mike, what's your take on this game?
Well, I still say Tua is the more accurate thrower, and I do think he throws the more accurate ball, that he will put the ball on the money. I'll give him that. If he gets the ball out of his hand fast, that part of it he does better. But I don't know if he'll be able to do that against the Ravens. This is not this is a different animal. They get after the quarterback. Maybe, I don't know if they can run the ball. If Miami can run the ball, they got a chance. They don't have to be able to run the ball to win. But Tyreek ain't going for no 300 yards. This guy or 200 yards, that ain't gonna happen. If that happened, they gonna win. But that's not gonna happen. So my take on it, I'm gonna take the Ravens because the Ravens are at home. Miami has a 4-2 record on the road, which is not bad. But I just think that they'll be a little bit overmatched a little bit on. I just think that they only beat one team with a winning record. Now they can prove all of us wrong by beating another team, a superior team that's playing superior. If they can beat them, then they might be on their way. But I'll take the Ravens. And I ain't taking no points on that because Miami can score. They can score at any time.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm taking the superior team with the superior quarterback with the superior defense at home. And I'm taking the points because if they can go to San Francisco and dominate them the way they did in their house, they damn sure could dominate the Dolphins at home, seeing as the Dolphins have only beat one team with a winning record.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I wouldn't pick them because it's just
at home. It was only by 2 points. And
barely beat them.
And I'm a Cowboys fan, so I dissect the games very closely when they play. The Dallas did not play a good game.
They still could have won the game. They were still close to winning the game.
Still could have won, yeah.
Yeah, they played a bad game, and it was only 22-20. So I think Baltimore is about to come home and have a nice little slice of pie. You know what I'm saying? They're about to loss. Yeah, and the Dolphins have proven that they can go on the road and get their ass kicked. The Bills showed us
The
that.
Bills showed that, yeah, for sure.
So I just think away from home against a winning team, not going to be good for them. So next up, we have the 5-10 Titans playing the 8-7 Texans. Texans favored by 4.5. Texans are 5-3 at home this year. The Titans are 1-6 on the road this year.
Damn.
Titans come in with the number 27 offense, number 17 defense, 3-7 in their last 10, and they've lost their last 2. Texans, number 19 defense, number 11 offense, 6-4 in their last 10, and they lost to the Browns 36-22 last week. Texans have won the last 2 meetings between these two teams, and I'll go first. My first question, is CJ Stroud healthy?
He's looking like he's going to play this week. I've been looking at it right now. They said he's made major progress, and he's looking to play. Him and Will Levis both are looking to be starting this week.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the Texans. I'm gonna take the Texans, and I think the Texans. I think, and I'm not gonna take the spread. I'll take the Texans though. I think they win. I think they're the better team. This year, the Titans are just trying to get through the season, man. Their season is over. They have nothing to play for. Vrabel, his teams usually play hard. This team is up and down. They don't have much, man. They got DeAndre Hopkins, but it's just like
it's kind of forgotten about almost.
Yeah, it's almost like
Traylon the Burks too.
Yeah, but it's still like who cares? Who cares what they have? They ain't
really too much.
Yeah, they're a non-factor, man. Hopkins ain't being used like he should be. I mean,
But I don't think Hopkins is what he once was either. I mean, yeah, he had that one good game. Will Levis' first game?
Well, this last game, I saw some overthrows where he was open, and it's just like they couldn't give him the ball, and he looked frustrated. It just looks like a team ready to go to the Bahamas after the year is over. Looking forward to booking vacations for the family. So, I'm gonna take the Texans because the Texans have something to play for. Shit. Okay. I believe they're in the playoff hunt, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so too. I believe as well.
Yeah. They're right up in there. So, Red and Mike, who you like in this game, man?
I'm taking the Texans. They are clearly the better team, so we know that. Especially if Stroud's play, that's a little extra. But Case Keenum played good for him the last couple of games on that game, so I think they could still handle business.
Yeah. All right. Who you like, Architect?
I like the Texans as well, man. I think even if CJ Stroud doesn't play, I like this team to win. I like Case Keenum. He's not. I mean, he's a career backup guy, but he can win you some games. He can win you a game, especially against a team that really, they'll play hard, but like you said, they don't really have nothing to play for. So, Texans at home gotta ride with them.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page on that one. Next up, we have the 4-11 Patriots playing the 9-6 Bills. The Bills favored by 13.5. They started off at -12. It's going up to 13.5. Sheesh. Bills 6-1 at home this year. Patriots come in with the number 28 offense, number 8 defense, 3-7 in their last 10. Beat the Broncos 26-23 last week. Bills with the number 10 defense, number 4 offense, 6-4 in their last 10. And they're another team that's been hot lately. They won their last 3 games. Bills had won 4 in a row against the Patriots until the Patriots won last year, this year, earlier. The Patriots beat them 29-25. Ooh, so Architect, who you liking this one?
I'm a rock with Buffalo on this one. Buffalo, they're fighting for that play. They're fighting for a playoff spot right now. I think that Belichick and them boys, they could probably make something shake a little bit, but I think all in all, the Bills are going to come by. They're at home. I'm going to give them the advantage.
Okay. Ready, Mike?
Well, you got to take them Bills. Just only the Bills because I take Buffalo on that game. I ain't know about no 10.5 though.
That's kind of crazy.
That's kind of high. was kind of high.
13 and a half. Yeah.
13 and all, man.
Hell no.
Nah, they wouldn't buy that much. The Patriots defense fell on their face. Belichick fell on his face also. So no, I'll take the Bills.
All right. I'm gonna take the Bills too. Yeah, that's a lot of points. I want to take it, but yeah, that's a lot.
Especially for a divisional game, though.
Off the record, I think the Bills are going to cover, man. Because
you think so?
There's something to it, bro.
Rappe.
Because it started off at what?
Vegas knows something. If it start off at -12 and it goes up to 1.5, goes up 1.5 points, man, that's like in basketball. If the game was like the Warriors -2, and then you look again, it's like -8. You know what I'm saying? That's big. So
yeah, for sure.
Vegas knows something. Maybe New England may be starting a different quarterback or something's up there. So
Rappe,
just a little too rich for my blood at this here point.
I think Bailey starting.
Next up, we have the most unpredictable team in the NFL. 8-7 Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the 8-7 Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 3.5. Seahawks 5-2 at home this year. Steelers coming in with the number 26 offense, number 21 defense, 5-5 in their last 10. Lost 3 of their last 4 until they beat the Bengals 34-11 last week. Who'd have known? But then you got the Seahawks at number 26 defense, number 22 offense, 5-5 in their 10, 5-5 in the last 10. And they won the last 2 games. Steelers won the last meeting between these two teams in 2021, and the score was 23-20. All right. Ready, Mike. Who you liking this one, man?
I'm going to take the Seahawks to go ahead and bag them Steelers. I don't. Pittsburgh, they play Cincinnati twice a year. They got to beat them once. You know, they play each other. They know each other. So I don't think Mason Rudolph can put up another performance like that. I'm just not. They losing this game. They're gonna lose both the last 2. They ain't gonna finish. They ain't finishing the way they. I'm gonna take the Hawks.
All right, I'm with you on that. I'm gonna take the Seahawks too. The Steelers. What was his name? Bush. Fool me once. Shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Fool me. Can't fool me a third time. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I don't know how. I mean, it's Tomlin. It's coaching for them.
Man, I don't know what the hell it is, man.
I don't know. Who knows? It's just like the luck of the draw. They done lost 3 straight, then they lose, then they win against Cincinnati, a hot Cincinnati. Come on.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, y'all ain't
that didn't even make sense.
Man, y'all ain't going 3,000 miles away to win. I just don't see it. I'm not I'm not falling for it. So, Architect, who you like, man?
You know, this is the only division where all teams have a winning record.
Which one?
Their division, the Steelers and the Steelers division. They're the only division that have all teams that have a winning record. The Ravens 12-3, Browns 10-5, the Steelers and the Bengals are both 8-7.
Oh wow!
Only division.
Best division in football, huh?
That is ridiculous to me, man. Because the Steelers should not have 8 wins, in my opinion. Not the way they've played. But that being said, I think they're going to lose this game. I still think the Steelers are going to have a winning season. I think they're going to go 9-8 like they did last year. But I don't see them beating Seattle. Seattle is one of those teams right now, if I'm not mistaken. They are second in their division. Hold on. Let me see.
They're fighting
they're fighting for second place right now. So they have to win. They have to win. Not only that, but they're at home. If it's one thing, since Seattle has won that Super Bowl, even before they won the Super Bowl, going to play in Seattle has always been difficult because that stadium.
12th man.
The 12th man, they rally around that, especially now that they have a chance to potentially make the playoffs. That stadium is going to be rocking. And between that and Arrowhead, those are the loudest stadiums in the NFL. Pittsburgh, they're going to go in. They're going to struggle a little bit because of the noise. I think Mason Rudolph is going to struggle. There's no way he's having the same performance he had last week. whether that be Drew Lock or Geno. I think
Geno, yeah.
I think that team is going to be okay. I'm taking Seattle, man. As far as the points, no, I'm not going to touch the points. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to take Seattle.
Can't touch this.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Break that. Next up, we have the 8-7 Bengals versus the 9-6 Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 7 points. Bengals come in with the number 21 offense, number 31 defense. They're 6-4 in the last 10. 1-3 in a row until they lost to the Steelers last week. Chiefs, number 2 defense, number 9 offense, 5-5 in the last 10. The Chiefs have lost 3 of their last 4 games. Bengals, they won 3 of the last 4 meetings between these two teams, but the Chiefs won the last meeting 23-20 last year in January. I guess I'll go first on this one. I'm gonna take the Chiefs because
You sound a little reluctant on that though.
I'm very reluctant. They're at home. I would like to think they probably get it together as far as because shit. They lucky like there's no other team really pounding on the division now. Man, what's that? Man, pull up that division. What's that division?
I'm looking at it right now. I'll
And the Broncos are 7-8. The only ones behind them by 2
Chiefs
games.
9-6. Raiders are in second right now. 7-8. Broncos 7-8, and the Chargers are 5-10. They really don't have a competition.
Man,
I mean, shit. Truth be told, if they lose out, you know what I'm saying?
And the Raiders win.
The Raiders went out. You know, that'd be some shit. The Raiders. They beat the
realm of possibility.
It's not, man. It's not.
Let's see who the Chiefs play. Chiefs play the Chargers next week. So.
Oh shit! Never mind. Yeah, no.
The Chargers might rally.
Chargers. Hey, if the
hey man, the Chiefs.
If the Chiefs lose this week, they're gonna lose to the Chargers too.
Hey man, that's a good
3
thing.
in a row to the division.
I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
Call it. Hey,
man,
I'm calling it.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs, man. But I would not be surprised even if they lost, man. Something's missing. Hey, man, remember about the middle of the year, I was like, we asked the question, what's going on with them? I was like, hey, the enemy's not there, man. Shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That offense is horrible. But man, I'm gonna take the Chiefs, man. Raider Mike, who you taking?
Well, the way that they look, I'm going with the Bengals. They in the playoff hunt. I'm going to take them Cincinnati Bengals, and the Tigers are coming there and attack them at Chiefs and put the stranglehold on them. I just think that their receivers don't catch the ball. They fighting amongst each other, throwing helmets. Travis Kelce. That you said that was the loudest stadium in the NFL. Well, you could hear a damn cotton ball drop in that damn number. On Monday, you can hear a cotton ball hit the ground in there. Sound like cotton ball.
You can hear a mouse pissing on cotton, huh?
Hey, look, you can hear that cotton ball hit the ground like a bowling ball hitting the damn floor. So that's my take. I like Cincinnati. I just think that the rain since this Chiefs with that coordinator going is showing. They only win in this division by the skin of their teeth because we started off bad. If we'd got rid of McDaniels last year, guess who would be in first place in this division?
Who?
Who? The Raiders. I would think the Raiders would be in first place.
I don't know,
not because I'm a Raider fan. Look what they
did. Stop it.
I don't know.
Look at the receivers. They can't catch a pass on the phone.
Cut it out, George. Cut it out.
I just don't. I'm just not I don't know. When they got rid of Bieniemy and all of that stuff, and I didn't like that. I mean, I just felt that wasn't the right move to make. You know what I'm saying? Because they made it look like he wasn't. Well, they made it look like he wasn't the brains behind the offense or not helping. They just made like he was just there.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't like that. I just really.
Hey, well, we finding out now. We seeing. You know what I'm saying? All right, Architect, who you like, man?
Hey, I don't agree with Raider Mike often, but I'm gonna agree with him on this week, man. I gotta roll with Cincinnati, man. The Chiefs receivers are bad. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't catch a cold in the middle of winter. They couldn't play dead in a zombie movie, man. Like the Chiefs receivers are bad. They are bad, man.
Except for Rice.
If you
He'll
you
drop
look you look at it. Last week it was so bad that the Raiders weren't even their DBs weren't even getting out of their breaks to come back to the ball when Pat Mahomes was throwing that thing, man.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, yeah, they don't have their starting quarterback, but and they're coming off a bad week, but I feel like that bad week is going to motivate them. Because they very much are in the playoff hunt as well. You know what I'm saying? 8-7. If they could scrap up these last 2 wins, they might could do something. I think Cincinnati bounces back this week. I think they go in the Arrowhead, and I think they scrape by, and I think they get that dub, man. I think they get that dub.
Bengals.
I'm going with the Bengals.
I told you about that. I'm just saying. I mean, they're gonna score more offensive points than we did.
Okay. Hey, man, it's 50-50 game to me, so y'all could be right. Next up, got the 5-10 Chargers versus the 7-8 Broncos. Broncos favored by 3.5 in this game. Chargers come with number 18 offense, number 29 defense, 3-7 in the last 10, and they've lost 3 in a row. Broncos number 30 defense, number 25 offense, 6-4 in the last 10, have lost 2 in a row. Broncos have won the last 2 meetings, including a 24-7 win over the Chargers 2 weeks ago. So we're going to roll it right back to you, Architect. What do you like, man?
This is a shit bowl to me. Because you got Stidham starting and you got
Broncos. They're the same boat as you guys.
I know, but they're starting Jarrett Stidham. And don't get me wrong, Jarrett Stidham looked good last year when we played the Chiefs or the Niners, something like that.
No, against the Niners.
Yeah, he threw for 350. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look bad. But nah, I don't trust Easton Stick. I'm gonna rock with Denver. I was gonna change my pick and take the Chargers just to be envious and spiteful, but I'm gonna just keep it a bean. Sean Payton, man, I like him better than whoever their head coach is over there in LA. I'm gonna stay with Denver on this one. I think Stidham and them boys, they'll get it done. But I'm reluctant.
Okay. Ready, Mike?
I ain't gonna be reluctant. I'm gonna be insane. I think the Chargers gonna beat them. I'm gonna take the Chargers. Reason why, you got the quarterback. He ain't played all year. At least Stick done played a few games. The Chargers defense is obviously better. Chargers just got a lot of pieces. They still got some pieces too that I think. I just it'll be a nice little 4th loss for the Broncos in a row. Yeah.
Hey, I won't be mad at it if they lose.
I will not be mad. I want to take the Chargers. I'm going insane. I ain't winning. I ain't gonna be crowned the champion at the end of the year, but damn it, we gotta have some different picks. I'm taking the damn Chargers.
Okay. Man, you know what? I'm gonna take the Donkeys because Stidham is the quarterback that Peyton wanted. You know, they signed him. You know what I'm saying?
They did.
After they signed Russ. So I think Peyton was like, I need a quarterback that I can work with if this other guy doesn't work out. So that's the one he chose out of all the people on the Heat that he could choose from. So I think he'll actually be able to run his offense better with Stidham, you know what I'm saying, behind the center.
Maybe next year, though, but I don't think it'll be this year.
Yeah, he gonna get. I mean, shit. They ain't gonna do nothing. They can beat the Chargers. The Chargers are garbage.
Chargers are garbage. I want the Chargers to win, but I think the Broncos.
They won't be beating. They won't be beating us though. We won't be on
Liechtenstein. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be able to do shit, man. That's he ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was versus a different team, I might have a different outlook on it. But
for sure, it's the Chargers.
Chargers, man. That's a team. They booked their vacation shit already. As soon as that 18th game is over. On Sunday, Monday, they're going on vacation. They already booked their flight. They already got the tickets, suntan lotion ready, everything. Man.
They said, "Hey, we go." They ain't even got to book a flight. You know, they could drive down to Mexico.
Yep. I just think Easton gonna stick it to them.
No, we gonna see, man.
He might, you know what I'm saying?
Here.
That'll be nice. Be nice.
We have the "I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm gonna whoop your ass" game of the week.
Yeah.
This is not even gonna be fun.
This ain't even gonna be cool, man.
The 11-4 49ers minus 12.5 versus the 4-11 Commanders. 49ers are good. They're 6-2 on the road. Commanders 1-5 at home. 49ers number 2 offense, number 11 defense, 6-4 in the last 10. Had won 6 in a row until the Ravens slapped the shit out of them. And then the Commanders, number 32 defense, number 19 offense, 2-8 in the last 10. They lost their last 6 games in a row. 49ers won last year, 37-20. I'll go first on this one, man. I'm going to take the 49ers, and that spread is 12.5. And I'm taking it, man. I think this is a game where they got embarrassed at home last week. You know what I'm saying? They got to go on the road and put in some work, man. They're still fighting for the number 1 seed. So I think they're going to go out there and they're going to give the Commanders everything they asked for. Ready, Mike, you liking this one, man?
Well, it's going to be an unlucky number 7 loss in a row. I'll take the 49ers, and I'll take I'm already got the spread already covered, right?
No, you need one more.
I'll take it on this one. I think that they're going to give them a nice little barnyard beating.
All right, Architect.
Yeah, this is gonna be a clean sweep, and I'm taking the points on this one too. I think they're gonna whoop Washington. Oh, they are upset. They are upset. The bullies are about to bully, boy. I'm talking swirlies, wedgies. They're gonna take his lunch money and cut his hair.
Okay, pull his drawers all the way up his arms.
Yeah. They're gonna take his milk money, huh?
They're gonna put it over his head and make him walk down the line.
Yeah, man, I think this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be 3 o'clock.
It's gonna be a whooping, boy. God, this is gonna be bad. Yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Woo! So next up, we have is going down Jack. Game of the week. Got the 11-4 Lions visiting the 10-5 Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 6 points. Cowboys 7-0 at home this year. 6-1 against the spread at home this year. Lions come in with number 3 offense, number 15 defense, 7-3 in the last 10, won 2 in a row. Cowboys number 7 defense, number 6 offense, 7-3 in the last 10, lost 2 in a row. Cowboys have won 5 games in a row against the Lions. Now, I have gone back and forth in my mental on this because I don't want to be a homer. The Lions are playing for a lot. The Lions are playing for that freaking number 1 seed still.
They are.
The Lions playing for, they want home field throughout the playoffs. The Cowboys are damn near locked in to where they're going to be. Unless the Eagles lose out, which most people don't think they will. Like I said, I don't want to be a homer. Going back and forth on this one, man.
Undefeated at home, though.
We're at home. We've won like 15 in a row at home. But you know what, man?
You're going to take them Cowboys, though.
You're going to take the Cowboys. I don't know why you playing, man.
Stop playing.
Stop playing, man. You're not taking
the Lions, man. I'm taking the Lions.
You playing.
Oh, you tripping.
You playing.
I'm not playing. I think they have more to play for. I think my team, when we get put up against a task of going against, when we have a tough task, man, we just don't do it for me. We don't rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the Lions, man. I'm taking the Lions, and I'm taking the points. 6 points.
No way. Ain't no way.
No way. You doing the same thing I did last week, and I'm gonna be telling you, man.
Hey, man, that's how they gonna happen. I don't know. Architect, who you like, man?
That's crazy, man. Hey, you still in my thunder, big dog. I'm taking the Lions. Not just because, you know, they they got that hot. They got something in them. It's like, yeah, they already clinched the division, but now they're like, if we can get that number 1 spot, Jared Goff is one of the best quarterbacks when he's playing at home. You give him that advantage in the playoffs. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna go into Jerry's world. They got to play in the dome. It's good. I'm taking the Lions too, but part of me in the beginning of it, when I saw Dallas was undefeated at home, I was like, I want to take Dallas. But Dallas don't have that much fight that Detroit has. You know what I'm saying? I go back to the beginning of Dan Campbell's very first press conference when he was like, we're gonna bite you at your kneecaps and all that. Like, that's what the Lions is giving right now. So I'm a rock with the Lions. I am shocked. What? Man, this is a first.
Well, I am in very much.
Are you taking the points or not?
Nah, I ain't taking the points, man.
Well, you think you think the Cowboys gonna win then, right?
In the heart of hearts,
because you're getting 6 points. Shit.
I know, but I'm gonna take the Lions, but I won't be surprised.
All right. It's Lions. Raider Mike, who you like?
This is gonna be that you want to take my spot, Flash? Well, you ain't gonna get it. I'm taking the Cowboys. They at home, 7-0. They got something to play for too. They got something to prove. They got to beat another team with a winning record. People forget about that. Detroit Lions, they're up and coming. Dallas has been there. They've been here. You know what I'm saying? They're going to cut them off at the head, not at the knees. Cut them off on top at the head. I'll take the Cowboys. They've been winning at home. And the Dallas Cowboys, that one dude is a pick 6 machine.
Bland?
Bland. Yeah, Bland is gonna be real bland on him because he even throw one at him. He's gonna throw one of them out there.
Well, Goff will give you one.
He's gonna give him one, and that's what I'm saying. He gonna give him one floating somewhere. He's gonna be floating to the other side. So
I hate to do that, man.
I know it's your team, but you just like I knew I made my mistake last week. I was gonna go with my heart, and I just went with what everybody was thinking. What Vegas was thinking, but I ain't doing that no more.
Okay.
I got to take Dallas. I go with my gut.
Next up, we got, let's see. We got my man, Raider Mike's team. We got, and Architect's team, my bad. We got the 7-8 Raiders versus the 6-7 Colts. Colts are favored by 3.5. The Raiders are 2-5 on the road this year. Raiders come in with the number 29 offense, number 16 defense, 5-5 in their last 10, have won their last 2 games. Colts, number 22 defense, number 15 offense, 5-5 in the last 10. Lost last week to the Falcons, 29-10. Colts won last year between these two teams, 25-20. Raider Mike, who you like in this game, man?
I'm not going to the team. We got the hot team. We got the defense that's rolling right now. We're going to get a pick 6 thrown to us this week. Jack Jones going to get another pick 6, 3 in a row. I'm riding this Raiders defense. And Aiden O'Connell ain't playing against a top-tier defense. He's going to throw about 3-4 touchdowns this week. This ain't a top-tier defense that's going to confuse him or put a scare into him. He going to be letting it fly this week.
He ain't got to worry about Chris Jones this week. Huh?
No, he ain't worried about Chris Jones, but Chris Jones got his ass kicked last week. One offensive lineman put him on his fucking back. Did you see that? I was so shocked. I was like, well, goddamn. I said, if he put him on his fucking back, we finna win.
Go down.
Bully on his back. The guard put him on his ass. But I'm taking the Raiders, and that's just where I'm rocking for the rest of the year. I am not going against them. I got the Raiders. My team are not. That defense is a defense that hasn't played that good in years. And guess what? We're playing for the coach's job, and that's more incentives for us to win, not just to make the playoffs, but to keep the coach that is putting the fire, has brought the fire back to this Raiders organization. He the one who put that, how they gotta light the torch. He just lit the torch.
Okay. Architect.
Yeah, man. I'm taking the Raiders in the points, man. I'm hoping my team win out. I'm riding with them.
I can't go against them. Not the way that defense is playing. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
got
excited
to.
to watch.
I got
I'm
to,
excited
man.
to watch that defense get
I
after
gotta
somebody.
go. I gotta go with my team, man. And I'm taking the points. That should be my last one.
Yeah.
Already got all my points, right?
You see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Architect, you got your 4. I got my 4.
Perfect.
God dang, USC putting it up on there. But
I ain't even watching.
man, I'm conflicted.
Because fair enough.
The only thing that conflicts me.
Oh,
I'm hoping that the Raiders are different. Because the Raiders, they're another one. As soon as you like, oh, my heart's in it, man. We looking good. We getting
you already
there.
know.
Looking smooth. Boom.
They come in.
You get smacked. Get smacked in the mouth, man. But I'm thinking Pierce is trying to take that away from them. I think Pierce has them on a different trajectory. But the Colts ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? The Colts, Minshew, Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Pittman. I mean, they're all right.
I don't think Pittman's playing this week.
He got a concussion.
He's still hurt. I think he's still a little banged up.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the Raiders, man. I think it's not like the Colts have some dynamic team that you're going up against that you can't beat. And I think in a 50-50 game right now, I'll take the Raiders because they seem to have the momentum. They love their coach. They want to play for him. And, I think they get the job done. So I'm going to take the Raiders in this one. Let's see.
Because it's a must-win Sunday.
Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got our last game. Let's see. Got our last game of the week, the Monday Night Football game. We got the 7-8 Packers taking on the 7-8 Vikings. Vikings favored by 2 points. Vikings are only 2-5 at home this year. Packers, number 17 offense, number 23 defense, 5-5 in their last 10. Vikings, number 13 defense, number 10 offense, 6-4 in their last 10. Lost their last 2, and they lost 4 of the last 5. Vikings won in October 24-10. So, Raider Mike, who you like in this one, man?
This is kind of a
damn. And give me your score too.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna take. Damn, I want to take the Packers, but damn, some just tell me that.
The quick little tidbit. Remember the Packers? They suspended Jair Alexander for this game.
Oh, the best cornerback.
Their best corners, and yeah.
Well, in that case, I don't know. I'm conflicted on this game, even because
look, you want Nick Mullen? You want Nick Mullins or Jordan Love?
I think Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Mick Mullen. He is. We all know he is. And I don't think Mick Mullen can do 300-yard passing in 2 weeks in a row. I'm taking the damn Packers, and I'm going to take the Packers 24-21. I'll take the Packers. That's where I'm have to go. We got to live dangerous on some of the picks.
Boys, this is funny. I already wrote this. Look, I have no pen, no paper, no nothing. This is my pick for this game.
You picked the Packers too?
You picked the Packers 24-21.
Yeah, how the hell did we get the same score?
Except I picked the Vikings 24-21.
Oh, you picked the Vikings.
Man. Vikings 24-21.
Oh, well, close.
Well,
that's cool. So if the Vikings win, then I win, and the Packers win. You know what I'm saying? So same. You got the same score.
Same. That's crazy. I'm taking the Packers 28-21.
Okay.
I just think the quarterback play will be better. Jordan Love is
I think I like Jordan Love a little bit more. Well, a whole lot more than Nick Mullins. So.
Hey man, I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? Either way, that's a 50-50 game right there.
For sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I really like more, I like the Vikings defense.
Yeah, I like the defense.
Coached by Flores.
Yeah, I like that beast defense, but other than that, I mean, if Justin Jefferson, is he 100%?
Yeah, he playing. Justin Jefferson's a goddamn beast, man.
He is a beast, but that's it. Remember, they got Jordan Addison is good too.
Jordan Addison is nice too.
They got the tight end. They got weapons.
Yeah.
What? I just don't think the quarterback is the weapon.
Yep, they need a QB.
Because if they get after the quarterback, if they get after him, there's going to be a problem.
That's very true. That's very true.
Because I just don't feel, I mean, they beat the Raiders by the skin of their teeth because guess why? Our quarterback, you know, he played good every other game. So I figured the Colts game will be the game, and then he plays good at home. So
we'll see.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yes. And with that said, I'm going to let everybody sign off for this week.
It's your boy Raider Mike and Big G. Like I told you, got to have more faith. You got to have faith. You see what happened last week? I didn't have faith, and I was going to. You damn near dared me to pick the Raiders last week, and I was going to pick them, but I don't want to make it like I was a homer. I don't want to make it, like God rest his soul. Uncle Joe say you got to bet with your heart. Gregory said you got no heart. I didn't have no heart that week to really pull that out my ass. I wasn't supposed to pull that win out my ass like a stripper.
He's like, man, Rick, you ain't got no heart.
But like I said, I'm just telling you, the boys 7-0 at home. I can't go against that. So yeah. Like you said, I go with the percentages and them numbers, Gregory.
Hey man, it's the Young Architect, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, indeed. Big G signing off. Like, share, subscribe, and this will be the last show before the new year, I believe. So everybody have a nice little safe new year coming up, and I'm gonna say peace, 2 fingers.
Everybody have a good new year.